Americanism, not globalism, will be our credo. Then we can be assured that other nations will not treat America with respect, the respect that we deserve.
And we are live. Hello, everybody. It is me, Real American Politics, back into the new stream. And we are here in Wyoming. Not talking about Alaska tonight. No, I'm not staying up for that.
I'm so excited for Alaska.
Yeah, I'm not staying up for that. They already said they're not going to announce results for like a week. So it's kind of Wyoming. That's kind of the only race tonight. So yeah, a lot of people in the chat today. 130 just for Wyoming. That's interesting.
People are ready for the Cheney collapse, and it's going to be beautiful.
Essentially, we're going to be done by, like, at the latest, like, 10 p.m. Eastern. That's, like, the latest we're going to go, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well.
Oh, come on! No!
I'm going to go ahead and say real quick, don't be surprised if we call it after the first ballot dump.
Are you shit? And Nixon got it. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, Big Penguin Pulling gifted 5 Real American memberships. Thank you so much. Poster Tubbs for 2. We finally agree on primaries wrap. Yeah, we usually do. Just the big ones we disagree on. Nobody for 2. Republican Congressman tier list. Oh, God, no.
We need that video now.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so before we continue, hold on. I want to make sure that this is good. So I have to turn off my browser for a second. Yep, we are good on this front. So, as everybody may or may not know, I love math. And, well, we're trying something different for this stream. I have a spreadsheet here. And we're testing this out. Essentially, we're going to put results into here based on New York Times, you know, total votes data, projected remaining, percent vote, etc. And it's going to tell us who's going to win. It's going to be a projected results based on the results we currently got. So, yeah, we have a spreadsheet now. Woohoo!
We are getting more advanced here at Real American Politics live stream.
Yep. So
we know math now. We didn't before.
Let's see here. Real Texan Politics member for 2 months. Thank you so much. When do you expect this to be called? In like 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, we actually have math. So essentially, it's going to tell us, like, okay, where each candidate's doing. And you see this down here. This is what matters, all right? The rest of this kind of doesn't. You'll see me, like, put some numbers on here every now and again. But essentially, these two matter. If Cheney's, like, losing by, like, 20 points with, like, 50% of the vote in, we can call it. That's the point of this map, or the basic math here. It should be a very quick stream, so I wanted to test this out. Try something new. Oh, my God.
It's Big Penguin polling for $10. Let's go.
Wholesome DJ Aftershock for 2. What is your estimate of the English American vote? Huh? What do you mean?
Talk about the English American vote.
Okay. I don't know. I gotta look at demographic data.
Well, it really depends on where they are. They're mostly concentrated in the South, but you can find chunks of them in the North, mainly in like more suburban areas, as well as Utah.
Top dog obedience for $4.
New England.
Happy Lizard Cheney Day, everyone. So true. Big Penguin pulling for $10. We're doing this crap again. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Hello, Rap. We have advanced quite far. When we first met during North Carolina, Pennsylvania, we had 2 Twitter followers. We now have 1,050. We're glad our polls have brought accurate numbers to everyone. Yeah, I'm still, questioning it. Again, I take everything with a grain of salt. They've been surprisingly accurate. So, I give them the credit of the doubt. Control Delete, thank you for being a member for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Poster Tubs for 2. Thank you for another super chat. I legit don't see Cheney cracking 22-25%. Yeah, I think it's La Ramée. That's the big county.
I think that may be the first good take I've heard from Poster Tubs in months.
He has some good, I disagree with him on some. He has some decent ones, better than certain people, definitely, but yeah, so the big county, the Knights Lermere, I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, I don't know Wyoming politics.
Hey,
oh my God, somebody else joined. Tyrone.
Yeah, it's me, Tyrone. What's up?
He's here to watch Cheney get yes.
Shat.
You wanna finish that thought?
I can. It's YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
Liz Cheney gets destroyed by neoconservative establishment. Her career is over.
Let's see here. Go Phillies 345 for $5 American. I hope Pennsylvania isn't likely down this year. It won't. With a recession,
Ignore the polling on PA. It's garbage.
With the recession unpopular Dem president, if it ends up that way, it might be time to move. It's not. Mastriano's going to win. Oz is going to be close because freaking
Oz is going to be carried by Mastriano and the Red Wave.
And
Harris really needs to pull PA because I seriously think most of these polls are just straight up fake at this point.
I heard he is going to.
Another important thing to understand about why Oz is going to do better than we think right now. He's just now starting to get the support of more traditional Republicans because he initially started out with high support among cross-party Dems and Independents, but low Republican approval. As you have people like I do attribute this to people like McCormick campaigning for him. As you have people who are more, as you have people who like. If Barnett were campaigning for Oz, I could see Oz gaining numbers much quicker. But as more people credit to McCormick, he's a team player. He's campaigning for Oz. Everybody else is except Kathy Barnett. Kathy Barnett's
some other people on Twitter as well.
Oh yeah, you got Jack Posobiec.
The thing,
Cernovich.
yeah. My bottom line is. Oz is going to do better than you think he is. He's not going to outdo Trump, and he's not going to outperform Trump or Mastriano. Yeah. But he is going to do better than you think.
All right.
Actually, I take that back. He could potentially do better than Trump.
All right.
Well,
but
with
I don't
Oz,
see it.
He's already winning indies in some polls, and you're not losing Pennsylvania as a Republican if you're winning indies.
I have to do. I'm sorry to cut you guys off. I have to get through these super chats real quick because
that's fine.
It piles on real quick. So Big Penguin polling for 5. If you want to laugh, you could read the replies and quote tweets to our Arizona LGBT poll. I laughed at that. I have to admit that was funny when I saw Big Penguin polling has majority of Arizonians disagree with LGBT stuff. That was funny. Control Delete for £2. Where's James? I think he's on vacation still.
He's on vacation.
Yeah.
James is still on vacation currently.
Yeah. He's being James in James Land.
Let's see here. Top dog obedience for 2. Fetterman can't even talk now. Yeah, people really think Fetterman's going to win. He can't talk! He literally
Fetterman is literally a
most-
cripple right now. He's literally a cripple. That's not
Fetterman's
even an
campaign.
insult. Like, I'm actually concerned for the guy's health. I don't see him being an effective senator no matter what for
It's the
Dems
mo-
or against Dems because his health is so bad. Like, he should have dropped out, and Dems should have paved the way for Connor Lamb, who was a better candidate for them, by the
he's
way.
a stronger candidate.
Yes.
And he would have fit perfectly against Oz, in my opinion. That would have been the issue. That would have been a struggle for Oz, I think. He would have
Oz versus Lamb, like, even in a red wave, I do think Lamb had a pretty good chance to win, but, Philly Democratic primary voters are overwhelmingly progressives at this point.
So I do got to say one thing about Pennsylvania, though. This is Oz's strength, and this is why I still think he's going to win. Look at where he did best in the primary. It was with Trump Republicans in northeastern Pennsylvania. Those are Democrat voters. And the fact that he's been campaigning heavily in the Pennsylvania suburbs, right, the Philly suburbs, that's his strategy. Do better.
Also, Fetterman's campaign is the most terminally online campaign I've ever seen.
Jersey, bro, it's New Jersey, bro, it's New Jersey, dude.
That's his whole campaign.
New
It's not a
Jersey.
serious
Yeah.
campaign.
I guess my bottom line is for people, Oz is winning, but he's going to win somewhere between Trump's margin of victory and I'd say like 2016 and a baseline. I think his ceiling is probably somewhere like 2 to 3 points with everything going for him. Mastriano, I think if everything goes the right way, Mastriano could win by like 8 points or something like that.
Easily.
Mastriano is perfect. Oz, polls have Oz down currently, even if you remove some of the bloat. And when I mean down, I mean relative to other Republicans. That is going to go away quickly as you see more and more Republican as you see more and more Republican voters just say, "Oh fuck, I don't want to deal with Fetterman." And then when the depression hits in October, everyone's going, "Yeah, no, this is Dim's."
Yeah, so I gotta do a quick super chat. Sorry, Austin American for 2. Should Oz bring up his health or just imply it? I think he should bring it up because it's a serious concern. If the dude can't speak and he can't even leave his basement, how the hell do you expect him to be a senator?
Yeah, of course we should bring his health up. That's what Trump did with Hillary after 9/11 when she fell over. It's like, yeah, bro, Hillary doesn't look too. Yeah, after like when she collapsed.
Yeah, the ceremony.
Yeah, after the 9/11 ceremony, she collapsed, and Trump was like, "Are you okay, lol?"
All right, but I think Mastriano and Oz will perform by relatively similar margins. I think they're both going to win probably by over 5 at this rate.
No.
Oz literally, he just needs to consolidate.
Oh, Oz is not winning by over. Oz is not winning by over far.
He's going to destroy Fetterman. Fetterman's a joke candidate. He's going to get destroyed in Bucks County and in Eastern PA. Fetterman is an atrocious candidate for that area.
Here's the thing, though. This is the thing, though, I have to say about Pennsylvania with the Senate. Oh, my God. Gotta get some super chats. Come on! General Hydra for 2. Who is Robin Belinsky, a random candidate? Polite Rude Guy for 2. Pennsylvania will go red. We need to... No, I'm not gonna... I'm sorry, I can't say the rest of that. I can't say the rest of that because of YouTube. Control Delete for £2. The GQP will lose 210 seats in 2022. Biden equals FDR.
You know what? You know what? I have never heard a truer, more factual statement in my life. So true. So true.
So true.
This post was fact checked by real American patriots.
Yes.
True.
I love that meme. I love how I first saw that one day. I'm like, what the fuck? Who made this? Okay. So...
I think the thing that sold it for me was initially I just saw it was Trump and a check mark, but then I noticed after a while there was the letter Q in the background, and that's what sold me on how good it was.
Oh yeah, I was like, who made this?
Well, yeah, MAGA Mehmet, he's going to win big, and I think anything else is a call.
Here's the thing, though. The thing, my one
MAGA Mehmet.
Now, the one thing I gotta give Mehmet Oz credit for is he's been campaigning his ass off the past.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to hear anybody ever fucking say Oz isn't campaigning. That motherfucker has held 230 events within the past 2 months. He's held 4 events in a row on some days. How do you say this? How can you claim this man?
People want a narrative. People want a narrative. This is, speaking of Oz, Independent American for $10. What do you think about Oz, a grocery store ad? It was cringy, but that's about it. That's the only thing that's relevant about it. It was just cringe.
Seen it because I'm not too tapped into election Twitter after deleting my last account.
Essentially, it's like Oz like pronounced one of the stores in like Central PA weirdly. That's what it was.
That's it's so over for
It's
Oz.
because he's from New Jersey, bro.
Yeah, no, he called the like. There's a store called like Redner, I think it's called. He pronounced it like Regner, or something like that. So yeah, and they're making a big deal about it. It's like, bruh, it's a mispronunciation, or that's how he pronounces it.
Yeah, it's a mispronunciation. Why are you getting upset about that?
Because freaking, it was an ad from 3 months ago that now Fetterman's jumping on it. And polls have officially closed in Wyoming. Woohoo!
The only county she's winning is Teton County.
You may not even win that, honestly. Depends how many Democrats vote for her.
Let's see here. Control delete for £2. Mehmet Oz will establish the Sultan of Pennsylvania.
So true! So true. This guy gets it, alright? This guy gets it.
That meme is so good. That
He's
is
the House of Osmonoglu.
New Jersey. If I hear New Jersey one more time, I'm gonna, like, leave.
Hey, I'm from Jersey.
But yeah,
you go to the bodega, you get some gabagoo,
Absolutely.
you get some provolone, you get some vinegar peppers, and you take a sit on a bench and take a smoke.
I can't see a scenario where Fetterman wins Bucks. I can't.
There's not a scenario where Fetterman wins at all, unless Oz literally just dies of a heart attack.
That's what Fetterman may do in like a month.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's more like, and even then, that's like objectively more likely to happen to Fetterman than Oz at this point.
Let's hear. Big Penguin polling for 5. Can't wait to watch Breaking Points the day after the election. They went from somewhat an independent to straight up Democrat propaganda. I don't know who they are. But yeah,
Talking Points?
They must be, I must have heard of them before. But,
that doesn't sound too familiar.
For some reason, I know Talking Points. My dad watches them, and I keep telling him stop watching that because it's literally just it's a conservative and like a center left anti-woke liberal just talking about, oh, our democracy is in darkness, we need to go back to the good old days and bullshit like that. Like the dude from Talking Points used to follow me, but then I politely DM'd him, your show is shit, please do not follow me, and he blocked me.
Oh man.
I'm kidding. That didn't happen. He followed me. I didn't say anything.
Let's see here. Yeah, chat's going nuts with the New Jersey stuff, but it's a meme.
He's from New Jersey.
It's such a meme though. It's like,
hey, New Jersey is the best state north of the Mason-Dixon line.
That's not saying much. Wait a minute. Wait. If you meant northeast, or did you go further?
Northeast.
Okay, if you just
like Pennsylvania and everything to the east and the north, not including the Midwest. Because virtually every Midwestern state, save like Illinois and Minnesota, is better than fucking New Jersey.
Yeah, the thing, like, Connecticut sucks.
Connecticut is easily probably the worst state in the union, honestly. I don't even mean that sarcastically or jokingly. Like, Connecticut is probably... The Connecticut Republican Party is a perfect example of why you should not exist.
Not New Jersey. Connecticut is definitely the worst state in the country. I will say that.
Yeah, it's like Connecticut. Even Stefanowski's like, yeah, I'll do a constitutional amendment to protect gay marriage.
Connecticut populace for 2. Connecticut over New Jersey.
Bad take.
Incredibly poor take.
Let's see here.
Connecticut's the worst state in the country because James is from there.
True. Oh, people are saying,
This post was fact-checked by real dark Brandon Patriots. No lie detected here, brother.
Let's folks, I have to quickly disable that. There we go. So, yeah, people are talking... Oh, yeah, the whole house foreclosure stuff. Did you guys hear about that?
The what clerk and the who?
What?
Essentially, 5.4 million households is about to go foreclose in like a month.
What?
Yeah, it's like 5.4 million households are about to get evicted or like foreclosed upon.
Oh no!
Like next month.
Well, I think we're about to get like 56, 7 seats in the Senate.
People are saying first.
Good job, guys.
Let's see here. Alex Maddox for 2. Connecticut is worse than Rhode Island or Vermont. Well, Vermont's a nice state. Just they have some bad politics.
They have bad politics because they have bad people there.
Yeah, Rhode Island, though, they have a cursed Democrat Party. Look up the Rhode Island Democrat Party.
The Rhode Island Democrat Party is like the only Democrat party in the country other than the Louisiana Democrat Party to be pro-life.
Yeah. Nobody for 2. Kansas is the worst red state. Yeah, I agree with that.
No, it's not.
Utah. I give that to Utah.
Oh, yeah, Utah. I kind of forgot about Utah and South Carolina. Phantom Rider for 2. I call Bowl. California's the worst. Yeah, probably the country, but Northeast is probably like Connecticut.
Nah, there are a lot of redeeming factors about California. Connecticut, not really.
But what is
California's
this?
better than Connecticut.
Connecticut populace for 5. We have the best pizza in the nation. What? Get out of here.
That's not true. Chicago has the best pizza, and I'll die on this hill.
Let's see here. Real Texan Politic for 5. Newswire called it for Hageman a poll close. Did they actually?
We don't even have numbers.
Are you kidding?
Oh, hey, what's up, Lone Star? He calls himself Real Texan Politics
I know.
Shout out to my boy Lone Star Politics. He's a real G.
I want to see if Newswire actually called it. Let's see. Oh, they didn't say it. They didn't call it. Bullshit. Let's see here. Chicago pizza, disgusting. New York City has best pizza, Cope. I don't have an opinion. Just make good pizza. That's all I have to say.
Oh, that's a horrible tweet. It's called the Constitution, not the Libstitution. Ugh.
Who said that?
I don't know. Robert Bork III.
Let's see here. General Hydra for 2. Oz doing better on this message of charisma. Yeah, he's been really good last like 2 months.
Okay, unpopular opinion. Oz is pretty charismatic.
Yeah. Go Phillies 3 for 5 for 5. New Jersey.
It's a really strong campaigner.
New Jersey, Connecticut were probably a great place to live in 1970. Now total blue. Now they're total blue state loony bins. True.
I would not live in any. I think the only northeastern state I would live in, not including Maryland and Delaware, because I've been to those states. Those places, especially in their countryside, are still incredibly southern as fuck culturally. I feel like New Jersey is probably it's like New Jersey or Maine are probably the only 2 northeastern states I'd consider living in, because Pennsylvania, the part of Pennsylvania that's on the Rust Belt is either just Amish ethno state or Philly hellscape, and there are still nice parts of New Jersey to live in, like
let's see.
Southern New Jersey, Cape May. I think that's what it's called. Cape May, is that what it's called?
Polite Rude Guy for 5. We need to ban abortion nationwide when we get 60 seats in the Senate by 2025. We can't. There's no way. Legally, we can't. This is something that people need to understand with the Dobbs decision. It only goes back to the states. You can't codify Roe. You can't. That's not how it works. And the point is, this idea of, banning nationwide, you could do like a Defense for Marriage Act type of bill where like states have to like respect, other states' laws on it. But that's about it, so.
Do we know how the Defense of Marriage Act went out in the Senate? Did it pass or fail?
I don't know. Let's see here. Alex Maddox for 2. Confidence Walker winning Georgia and Laxalt winning Nevada. Oh, Laxalt's going to win easily. He's going to win by a lot. Walker, some people are saying he's doing terrible. I've heard he's doing good. We just got to see. Big Penguin.
Walker's fine.
Yeah, Big Penguin polling for 5. The worst red state in the country, I would argue, is either Utah or Alaska in terms of leaders. That's actually a good point. Alaska's pretty bad. So, yeah, nothing's happening.
We are waiting for
People are saying,
Wyoming.
Yes, Wyoming can't count 15 votes, and they have 2 elections.
The pivotal Democrat primary in Wyoming.
Gosh. Why are the houses being foreclosed upon? I just heard that they couldn't. People are not making payments. That's what I heard. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. So, all right, I'm right.
Okay, so it seems it hasn't been voted on by the Senate yet.
Okay, good. So there's a chance then. Frickin' Ron Johnson pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Susan Collins.
A polite rude guy for 2. We could introduce a new amendment to ban abortion. The only way we can do it is through a constitutional convention. That's the only way we can do that. And that's very unlikely, so... Big Penguin point for 5.
Uh-oh.
Once Cheney loses, it's gift time rap. Oh. Yeah, well, if they count the freaking votes...
They're taking their time.
Scratching their freaking asses right now. Big Penguin. Yeah, so far nothing's happening. Cheney will go down. Yeah, Cheney's going down. It's a matter of when they, decide to count the votes. Decide to, look inside the votes. Do anything.
Oh, no, they forgot how to count.
Let's see here. Did you get my super chat? If it was before the stream, no. Wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Ray for $2. A mansion is screwed for voting on inflation bill. Yeah, he's done now.
He was already screwed. He was screwed a long
He was
time
already
ago.
screwed to begin with. I'm sick of this cope.
Yeah.
Mansion's been fucked regardless.
Yeah,
even if he maintained, he won by 3 in 2018.
Yeah.
If someone like Mooney or Moore were to run for, I'd prefer Moore, frankly. If someone like Moore were to run, he'd lose by at least 20 points. He's done, especially after the inflation bill. Also, going back to the housing thing, if the housing thing happens, I know what state that'll hit the hardest, and that's unironically going to be our shocker Senate pickup. Washington is going to be hit extremely hard by a housing crisis because of cities like Seattle and Tacoma and Spokane having massive housing issues already.
Yeah, that's going to push Seattle.
That's going to push Smiley over,
yeah, I think
frankly.
Smiley, I think this, after looking at the turnout, some more Democrats are in deep trouble in Washington. They are in deep trouble. Alex Maddox for 2. Murkowski and Romney got to go. Murkowski, I think, is done. Wait, yeah, Murkowski, I think, is done. Romney is done. He's going to be forced into retirement. Big Penguin.
Yeah, Romney's going to be forced into retirement by somebody.
Big Penguin polling for 5. Rich just said Cheney plans to have a special announcement tonight. Oh, no!
She's going to announce for president.
2024! Woo!
She's not going to win a single delegate outside a rogue super delegate that her dad owns.
Control-Alt-Delete for £2. Would you support Stephen Helling if Cheney wins? Yeah. I would not. I would refuse to support Cheney whatsoever. That's the one person that I will never vote for. I will absolutely.
I'm fine with. Normally, I'm someone who's vote red no matter who, but I'd unironically rather support the Democrat in the place of Cheney because, simply put, Cheney is worse than a Democrat because she legitimizes really bad brand conservatism. And at least with the Democrat, they'd be gone by 2024. We're going to pick up no matter what. So I have zero issue with one House seat going to the Dems in Wyoming if that means no more fucking Liz Cheney, because it's not like that's going to make or break House control for us.
Mason Youngman for $2. Successor Baldwin Polk-on 2024 ticket. First of all, I can't do it because same state. But that would get 5 electoral votes. That's just.
By the way, Murkowski is losing. I don't understand this cope. She's fucking losing.
I saw, here's the thing with Murkowski. She's trying to bank on the fact that, ranked choice vote is going to save her. It's not. She has a 10% approval with Republicans. You need to be a 30% to have a shot. So.
Yeah,
people who think she's gonna, and people think who's gonna pull her. People who think she's gonna pull her shit like she did last time in fucking 2010 was it?
Yeah, she screwed over Joe Miller. I know the full story. It's disgusting what happened, but
yeah, no, 2010's not happening again.
Yeah.
Entirely because she had extremely high approval with independents and she still had a large following in the Republican Party at the time.
Let's see here. Go Phillies 345 for $2. Cheney to invade Mar-a-Lago. So true.
Oh no.
Big Penguin polling for 2. She'll get the 1 delegate that Weld got in 2020. So true. Mr. Elk Politic for 5. Canadian. That's true. What do you think of Canadian Conservative candidate Pierre Poilievre? I think that's how you pronounce it. Banning his ministers from attending the WEF summits. Based? But yeah, Canadian politics is just We don't talk Canadian politics.
Someone's asking why Alaska has different rules with elections because they voted for it in a
Well, they got
amendment or whatever.
The voters in Alaska got lied to. That's just they got
Yeah.
lied to about what it was. Let's see.
Yang Cheney 24.
Yeah, I want to see Yang Cheney would get like 5 votes.
I can't see Yang running with Cheney. That just wouldn't fit
Well,
well.
Yang, I mean, Yang's, touting Cheney as a great person who.
Is he?
Yeah.
I guess I haven't been paying attention enough to him.
I think Yang endorsed
What
Cheney,
the
if I'm not mistaken. Somebody search that.
Search what?
Did Cheney get endorsed by Andrew Yang? I think she did. Let's hear. How badly does the foreclosures affect Dems in the midterms? If the foreclosures actually happen...
no, he did. Andrew Yang
Oh,
did endorse Cheney.
Why?
Oh my god.
I wonder what James thinks of this. If only he were here.
Bruh, Yang's arc went from like a base Democrat to
What
like
the hell?
shit in like 2 years. Like, how do you go become that shit in like 2 years? Honestly, how? Can someone explain that to me?
He sold out. That's the only explanation, really.
But it's pathetic. Liz Cheney?
He pulled a Bernie Sanders.
Let's see here. Newswire called it.
Look, James is listening. Everybody, it's time to pack up. Your bad. Oh, Andrew Yang's downfall is
James
sad.
is saying his downfall's sad, yeah.
Sad.
Losing the New York City mayoral race broke him.
Let's see here. Poster tubs for 2. Cheney called DeSantis a threat to democracy. Are you serious? DeSantis? Let's see. How do you feel with the Colorado Senate odds? Oh, O'Day has no chance now. He pissed off the wrong people in Colorado.
I'll say he still has a chance. We
He's
just
done.
have to see. We have no data on the race.
No, he's done. He pissed off the Republican vote there. O.J. Simpson also endorsed Cheney. Wait, what?
Who endorsed Cheney? Hold on, wait.
O.J. Simpson.
Oh yeah, that's right. O.J. Simpson did endorse Cheney. I forgot about that.
Are you
This is cursed.
serious? What?
I entirely forgot.
I'm so
that
excited to
man.
miss the Liz Cheney funeral for anything.
Oh,
I completely forgot O.J. Simpson endorsed Liz Cheney.
are you
Fuck,
serious?
No, I'm fucking serious, man.
Oh, she is. Oh, no. She actually is endorsed by O.J. Simpson.
You know, it's funny. Liz Cheney has more endorsements from Democratic representatives than Republican representatives.
Okay, Ann.
Yeah, it's funny looking at the endorsement page.
I
on
mean,
Wikipedia. You
yeah.
see like half of the Republicans in the House.
Sean
endorsing-
Boner. Paul
endorsing
Ryan.
Hageman.
Freaking clowns. Big Penguin.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Endorsements: Anthony Bouchard, Bocard. I don't know.
He was a dude that got busted for like
Okay, hold on. Let's read off the Liz Cheney endorsements. George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, Lisa Farah, Kaylee Bay Hutchinson. Really? Hutchinson?
Wow. Seriously?
Yeah, Kaylee Bay Hutchinson. Oh, I bet it's. Oh, so hold on. This is about to make more sense. Cindy McCain, Karl Rove,
Boo.
Miles Taylor, Christian Todd Whitman. Oh, she's Forward Party. Okay, Romney, Alan Simpson, and Al Franken.
Al Frank.
Okay, guys. Tyrone, before you continue, I gotta get through these super chats. I got like 6.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead. I'll continue after you're done.
Yeah, Big Penguin polling for 2. Guess the glove didn't fit Cheney either.
Mhm.
I have my opinions of the OJ case. I'm not going to say them, but point is, Phantom Rider for 5. I kind of find it funny and weird that Wyoming legit has one libertarian state legislator that needs a change. So true. Hosea White for 5. Norm MacDonald came back from the dead to endorse Hageman just to spite OJ. Riley Moore for 5. Which state will go red first? California or New York? I would say New York.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Have you done reading?
Oh no, there's more. Oh my.
There's too many.
Keegan Lau for 2. Dan Crenshaw also endorsed Liz. General Hydra for 5. Oz is a little bit progressive on healthcare, but social, cultural, grassroots light, and economic, somewhat old school Democrat and charismatic. Yeah, true. I would say that's about right. Okay, Tyrone, continue.
Yeah, Rios representative endorsements: John Boner, Adam Kinzinger, Tom Malinowski, Dean Phillips, Paul Ryan. Governors: Charlie Baker and Mike Sullivan. Mike Sullivan.
Kevin Costner. Wait, really?
Kevin
Mike
Costner?
Sullivan.
Yeah, and the Liz Cheney endorsements, Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner, E.J. Dion, O.J. Simpson, and organizations Renew America, IPAC. Of course, it's IPAC. Occupy Democrats.
You know, I once convinced a woman I was Kevin Costner.
Bro,
I don't even know who Kevin Costner is.
clown.
I don't know who most of these people
Bro,
are.
let's see here.
Okay, let's see. Endorsements of Hageman: Trump, Clark, Stepien, I don't know. Mercedes Schlapp, Ryan Zinke, Senators Blackburn, Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, Rand Paul, Cynthia Loomis. Representatives Barbara Cuban, Kevin McCarthy.
It's all the
Elizabeth
Republicans in the
Hunting.
House.
It's like
Every
it's like-
single
it's like
fucking
half-
Republican. Oh my goodness, I've never seen. Oh, good. Okay. Individuals: Donald Trump Jr., Peter Thiel, Corey Lewandowski. Oh, I remember the only reason I remember Corey Lewandowski is because he was on that one segment for CNN about disabled children. He went wop wop. Matt Schlapp, Mike Lindell, Sean Reyes. Sean Reyes. What the hell is Sean Reyes doing endorsing people?
Yes. ACU, Campaign for Working Families, Club for Growth, and Gun Owners America. Okay, Big Penguin polling for 5. Our New York poll has Zeldin down by 11, but with 17.7 undecided, so it could be a shocker. I don't see Zeldin winning. It'll be close, but
Hold on. Okay, this is the perfect embodiment of Utah. Their attorney general is Japanese, Hawaiian, Filipino, Spanish, and a Mormon.
Okay.
how?
Filipino Mormons are like the most cursed thing in existence.
Yeah, what the fuck? Filipino Mormons. I didn't even know these characters could be created in the character generator now.
Let's see here. General Hydra for 2. I meant grassroots. Okay. Yeah.
Sadly, I know some of those.
What's up with all these random ass attorney generals just sounding the most random names possible? Oh my god.
Can we get an F in the chat for Chuck Gray?
Yeah, the only person who endorsed him is Chuck. The only person to endorse Gray was Gosar. Also, shush up publicly. I'm the one who reads these. Okay, someone give me a random congressional district.
Let's see here.
Someone's saying that Bears is saying no results till 10 p.m.
Oh come on!
This is supposed to be a quick night.
Publia. Give me a random congressional district.
Trump for 2.
let me
Chris Smith endorsed Hageman. Huh. Bruh.
New Jersey's 4th. I don't know.
Would you believe me if I said that I thought he's going to say New Jersey's 4th?
No.
I don't know why, but New Jersey's 4th came to mind. All right.
I'm sorry, it's because Rap said Chris Smith or whatever.
Makes complete sense.
Oh come on!
Okay.
I just want this to be a quick night. Why does frickin' Wyoming do this?
You're just trolling us
Wait,
now.
Mike Crispy tried to primary Chris Smith. Why does Chris Smith look like he's a serial killer? This dude looks like he's the kind of guy who in the 60s would break into my house and steal my shit. Look at this motherfucker.
We might have to wait for over a half hour. That's 10 Eastern that he's referring to.
Oh, come on. I want this freaking results. Let's hear Big Penguin polling for 5. Rich said no results until 10 p.m. And Cheney expects to make a major announcement after she loses regarding her political future.
It's happening.
She's running for president.
She is going to get like 1% of the vote in Wyoming.
I like how I scroll to a random part of the page and the first thing that hits me on Chris Smith's the Wikipedia page is the Autism Cares Act.
Let's see here. Alex Maddox for 2. Bet Liz Warren endorsed Cheney. Lol. Maybe.
Smith has written 3 major laws to address autism. Okay, you know what? Actually, I kind of like him now. That's actually an issue that's important to me.
Oh my god, Alaska reports results before
Oh.
Wyoming. No!
Wait, yeah, I forgot. When did they?
Oh my gosh, guys! I just had a horrible idea. What if the Forward Party's What if the Forward Party's ticket is Andrew Yang and Liz Cheney?
No!
In 2024.
Oh no, wait. Alaska may actually report before Wyoming. That's actually possible.
Oh no, I don't want Yang frickin' Cheney. That would suck. Well, we're gonna be here for 35 minutes. It's great. Why can't they count votes normally? Why?
Okay, but seriously, Chris Smith looks like he's gonna murder me.
Dan Quayle 2024. He's still alive?
Alright, hold on. Actually, you know what? Who would be the perfect Forward Party ticket to, like, hinder Democratic performance in the cities? I think, obviously, Andrew Yang would be important, but, because, Andrew Yang had a pretty heavy pull in the Democratic primary in New York City.
The mayor of New York.
Yang Adams?
That would be pretty funny.
I don't think they could do that because they both live in New York.
One of them would just move to New Jersey.
Move to New Jersey.
Oh my!
Yeah, Eric Adams already lives in New Jersey, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, not that. We got another freaking New Jersey meme going. God darn it.
Let's go.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Bear said, oh, we got breaking news. Richard Bear just said incoming. Alright, so that report was bullshit.
Prepare for impact.
Big Penguin polling for 2. Should we pass the time with some BPP polls? Why not?
Yeah, I think it's time to hear some Penguin polls.
People are saying NBC has some results from Natru County. Nature County.
Nature County.
Okay, who's gonna win Alaska's at large?
Yeah, Hageman's up.
Woo, Hageman's up. Woo!
Hageman's going. Okay, we can now call it for Hageman.
If she's already winning absentee votes, it's over. NBC results. Woo! Fuck you, NBC. Fuck you. Decision Desk has some count results.
Oh no, I have to pull up Decision Desk.
No! It's gonna crash my entire stream again. Please. I beg of you.
Hold on. Big Penguin polling Orga poll for general election shows Drazen lead in a 3-way race.
Okay,
Holy
Decision Desk has Hageman getting 77% of the vote in Sweetwater County and 54%
Yep,
in
it's
Toronto.
over. It's already over.
I think we can call it for Hageman.
Hold on. I'm gonna. Yeah, we got results from New York Times. Yeah, it's over. I don't even have to do anything. It's over. We're just gonna throw this into the results. Where are you? Right here.
We at the Real American Politics Decision Desk can call the race for Hageman, and Liz Cheney will be going down.
Woo! There. Let's see here. Sorry, folks. I'm just doing some basic math.
Now it's time to see what the model says. It'll have Cheney winning.
Yeah, it's over. It's already over. God, that's already that's huge turnout. That's over.
That's
oh
20
my
memberships.
What if Liz doesn't even crack 20%?
I'm gonna laugh. Big Penguin polling gifted 20 Real American membership.
I think they gifted it because I shouted them out on the stream.
It broke my chat, I think. Why? Yep, it looks like that Liz Cheney's done.
Also, Rap, you need to fix something in your Cheney best case thing there.
I fixed it. Whatever. Close enough. We don't.
55,
We don't
67.
care. We don't care about that. We don't. It doesn't matter. All right, it's over. Fine, I'll fix it. Dear God.
It has to be fixed.
What do you want me to do? Do it myself?
I mean, I don't have access to it. All right, so when's the Cheney endorsement, or not endorsement, the announcement coming?
Never.
It's never coming.
Sorry, folks. I have to fix this. I already broke it. It's the first day we tried this. Good job.
That's why he's testing it here, so he doesn't mess it up later in bigger races.
Yeah, I messed this up already. God darn it.
Gosh darn it.
God dang nabbit.
Dang, dag, nabbit, dangle.
Yeah, Decision Desk called it for Hageman.
They already did.
Yeah, they called it for Hageman.
Oh my.
Hageman. Yeah.
Oh, this is gold. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to figure out my thing here. I already broke it. I cannot believe I broke it my first day. Just don't question it. I'm fixing it. I think I fixed it now. Alright, let me just put this back on.
Oh, fucking way. Nietzsche and Whataburger are trending at the same time. Let's go.
Yeah, so they already called it. I'm going to call it here, folks. So essentially, the model did its thing, and I fixed it. I'm sorry, folks. I fixed the black screen. I fixed it. There.
Yep. Bye,
Right.
Cheney.
Goodbye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Na 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 na. Alright, I'll stop soon. I don't want to kill anybody here.
I think we've already had casualties at this rate.
I'm gonna brap.
Let's see. Big Penguin Points gifts never went through. I think it broke. I think you physically broke the chat with that move.
Yeah, it didn't even say who got it.
I think you physically broke it. You broke chat. Rip bozo. Rest in peace, bozo. Wasserman called it. Woohoo!
That was probably the easiest call we've done.
Rap election alert. We can now project the Cheney dynasty is dead.
On to Alaska now.
I'm not
Let's
staying
go!
up for that.
Alaska! I can't know the results of Alaska.
I am not staying up for frickin' Alaska. Yeah, this race is over. Na 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 na.
Alaska's only like in what, 2.5 hours?
It polls close in half an hour, I think.
Let's see here.
Let's see. Let me look it up here. I believe it's a half hour though.
Shall we watch the North Dakota runoffs? No!
Watch North Dakota.
I think that's it. That's the stream. Already. Wow, that was,
Oh, wait, no. Alaska's in like another.
I'm
hour
not
and a
staying.
half.
No, I'm not. No. No. We. Cheney cracks 40%. She's already underperforming where she has to do good, and it's over. It's over.
Well, she's getting crushed in Sweetwater on decision dash. She only has 15%.
What? Yeah, they already called it. That's quick. Yeah, that was incredibly easy. I'm not gonna lie. That was much easier than I expected it to be. Fox News calls Arizona for Liz Cheney.
So true.
Play gas. No, I can't play it. YouTube is YouTube.
Gas. I'm gonna step on the gas.
He's server muted. Goodbye.
Oh no.
Server muted for life.
He just excommunicated publicly.
Yes.
Live on air.
Rip Bozo.
No. Now the chat's doing it.
Stay on until the gifts finally go through. I think you broke it. I think you honestly broke the gifts thing. I can't play 20 seconds. I played 1 second once and YouTube copyrighted that video. So, or that stream. I played it for like 10 seconds, I think it was. So. This is a glorious day. But Liz Cheney, she's so popular.
Trump's influence is waning, guys. It's over for him.
At least play the instrumentals. No! Anything I do gets me copyrighted.
Oh yeah, I'm back. I disappeared for a second. My mom.
Does that mean a refund? We give them the money.
My
I don't know what's going on with the gifts you gave. It's not going through. I don't know why. Not question it. So, must be the ultimate cope.
I was saying this day until the Cheney 24 announcement. Honestly, that might be.
People are saying that.
Really
hold on, I'm gonna turn this off for a second, because people are saying shit's going down for the governorship.
For what?
Who is Brent Byen?
Yes, there we go. Fixed it. Check. I don't see the governorship primary. It's
it's on DDHQ.
It's one county, and oh wow, Gordon's actually losing.
What?
If Gordon loses, I'm gonna laugh. I'm not gonna stay up for that.
What did Gordon do?
I don't know.
Someone tell me what Gordon did if he's that.
It'll be so funny if Mark Gordon is the only Republican governor to get primaried out.
Mark Gordon, is that his name? Yeah.
Mark Gordon.
Why is he getting primaried?
I don't know.
Why the people of Wyoming are just pissed.
We're gonna have nothing for like 5 hours. Great.
He only has 31 followers on Twitter.
Gordon's been like the most T-hoo governor. Why are people going after him?
Yes.
I'm so confused.
Wyoming Republicans are just in anti-incumbent mode.
If Mark Gordon loses his election just because of Liz Cheney, I'm gonna fucking laugh my ass off.
John Barrasso is probably thinking that he's lucky that because his Senate race isn't up either.
Someone's saying he was pro-lockdown.
If he loses, I'm gonna just laugh so hard because that'll be funny. Come on. We want Brett Ian to win.
We have to stay for the Gordon race. He's apparently pro-mask and pro-lockdown.
Yeah,
that would explain it.
Apparently Mark Gordon's the only reason Mark Gordon's governor is because he filled the last one, and people are just like, I don't know who he is, but he's Republican. He's not even. Well, hold on. He's from New York. His paternal grandmother was Louis Eyre Hathaway. His paternal great grandfather was Frederick Eyre, who is the founder of the American Wool Company, and he's the great grandnephew of General Patton. And a
What?
first cousin of George Patton, fourth.
Wow.
What? What is up with Wyoming? I am. Why?
I love
It's
Wyoming.
over, folks.
Why does he look like this?
Who is this? Oh my god, he looks so depressed.
How do you lock down Wyoming when there's nothing to lock down in Wyoming?
Is Liz done yet? Yeah, she's done. Everybody else called it. Just freaking decision that it's just New York Times is New York Times. So yay! I think I'm gonna call the stream here. I am.
Hey, hold up. What is this?
Unless anybody got any last super chats, I think I'm gonna call it here because I'm sorry, but Wyoming has always been the best state. Yeah, I think okay. We'll wait for like 10 minutes. If anything interesting happens, we'll continue. But it's a very
New York Times reporting Sweetwater now.
It's a very quick stream. Yeah, as I say that, the race is over. I love how the Democrats have like 200 votes.
Reports of Afghanis and Iraqis running around Kabul and Baghdad yelling, "This is Cheney country."
Let's see here. Let me know what happens on those 20 subs. Need to know for future reference. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I honestly, that's weird. So hopefully just a glitch. Hopefully people get it. It's probably incoming. I don't know if it went through on my end. I don't know.
Oh no, Cheney dropped from 2 cents to 1 cent unpredicted.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. Some loony for $2 Canadian. That Zaza. Alex Maddox for 2. Hageman at 58%. Yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's just. This is a slapping for an incumbent.
Wow, Cheney fell to 35%.
This is bad. For an incumbent, this is horrible. And this is early vote, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
If she might drop below 30.
I want to see.
Who knows? Maybe she gets a 27%.
It's probably more likely she drops below 30 than not.
Let's see here. Hageman at 74%. Yeah, we see that. 74%. I didn't even get to try my model tonight. God.
I mean, you can still put the numbers in just to see what they say.
Ooh, I have no reason to because I can just watch it go down. I think I'm going to call the stream here, folks. There's really nothing else going on. People are going to say, oh, the governorship.
World Star.
Nothing's going to happen.
World Star.
What?
World Star.
People are saying Cheney 2024 announcement.
Cheney's under 20% in Sweetwater now.
Na 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 na. Goodbye. I love how that we have killed every dynasty in the last 4 years. The Jeb dynasty, the McCain dynasty, now the Cheney dynasty, all dead.
I like how the Bush dynasty is now called the Jeb dynasty. I approve of this name change.
Let's see here. I'd say Rap should check his member list because it would tell him if it went through. Yeah, I could check right now. Like, it says, like, on the stream that it went through, but I could check my membership stuff right now. Let me check.
I'm a dip on y'all. Good night, people.
Get out of here.
Good night, girl.
Good night.
Alright, so, I don't... YouTube, it's not going through. So, it must have not went through on your end, I guess. So... yeah. It says it went through for the stream, but it didn't go through. That doesn't make any sense. Some loony for 2 Canadian. No offense, but Publi, you sound 8.
Wow, he says it after he leaves.
No, Publi's here.
You just did him dirt. No, I think he just popped that. Oh no, it's Tyrone that left.
Oh, he's gone.
I thought it was Publi that left.
He left.
Oh, Publi's back.
Oh. would rather. Yeah, I think it's. I'm sorry, folks, for a quick stream. This was the only thing I was interested that was going to happen tonight. The Wyoming governorship. Who cares? Like,
Rap's doing Alaska dirty.
I'm not going to stay here for 4 weeks waiting for 5 votes.
It's okay. We can watch Lisa Murkowski lose in November.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, we have to wait till November for that. Unless she somehow gets below 4.
So, if anybody has any last super chats, send them now. I think we're going to end it here. Unless there's any super chats. Again, I'll check on the membership stuff. I'm looking right here. It didn't go through on the channel part. The stream says it did. Or something. So.
Mark Gordon is now at 60%.
Oh no, Gordon's up now.
Yeah, that's my point.
It's over.
Yeah.
It was an error, like I said. So yeah, Big Penguin, if you hopefully that should go through. Alright, I hope it does. Maybe there's like a part on your end. I don't know. I'm checking right here. It's acting weird. I don't know. When are the Alaska results? About a couple weeks. That's not even a joke. They literally said it's going to be like 2 weeks before we actually know who wins. So I'm not staying up for that.
Polls close in an hour and a half, so they'll start reporting the first round results. But after all of those are counted, they're going to have to then...
They're going to wait like 5 weeks, so it
have
doesn't
them
matter.
go through the computer system to do the ranked choice stuff.
I hate ranked choice voting. I hate it so much. I'm not doing the North Dakota runoffs. No. There's nothing in North...
Yes,
No.
North Dakota. It asked it. We have to do North Dakota.
All right, last super
pivotal race.
chats. Any last super chats before we call it? Because guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to waste your guys' time with, frickin' Alaska. We're not going to get anything. I know that for a fact. We're literally going to get nothing tonight.
Holy shit. The Dem primary's at 522 votes now in Wyoming.
Alright. Yep, if no super chats coming in, I think I'm going to call it here, folks. Thank you so much for joining on a very quick stream. I didn't expect it to be this quick.
Personally, I did.
I thought it was going to be like at least an hour, not 40 minutes.
I knew we were gonna be able to call it after the first vote dump. It was gonna be so obvious.
Yeah, now she's over 60%, and let's see here. Yeah, it's over. It's literally over. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. LR for 5. What margin were you calling for this? I didn't do a prediction for this because the Alaska primary system's stupid and Wyoming is just so unpredictable. Nobody can pull it, so. Alright, folks. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream. If you did, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit the little bell, and yes. Tomorrow will be a quick post-mortem video on Wyoming and Alaska, and I have an interesting video idea coming up later this week, so. Yeah. Stream FNAF. No! No, absolutely not.
Yes.
That's when Rap just runs out of content.
Yeah.
too.
At that point, I'm scrapping the absolute bottom of the barrel.
Also, Florida and New York in a week.
So yeah, Big Penguin, I'll get back to you when I get the word on the membership stuff. I'll get right back to you immediately when I get word on that. It probably went through, just YouTube's being a freaking pain. Alright, folks. We'll see you guys